Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Captain Dino and today we are playing Raptor Boyfriend, a high school romance, and we're finally doing Taylor's route. Yes, this is the first episode of Taylor's route. I'm excited to see how it goes and see how it differs from the other two routes. I'm imagining that because we are camp friends and have known each other longer, there might be more angst between the two characters. Because, you know, Stella stopped writing, and that was probably hurtful for Taylor. As we know, he did mention that it was hurtful in one of the routes. But yeah, I'm curious about that. I'm curious how Brandon's gonna play into all this. Hopefully he doesn't, hopefully he's not like Ingrid, who was just awful throughout the entire thing. I'm curious. Alright, well let's jump right into it, right? Starting a new story. It's been a while since our last appointment, hasn't it, Doc? Well, I'm not gonna lie, a lot has changed. I know it's kind of cliche, but my life didn't really start until last year. It didn't start until me and my dad moved to Ladle. Ladle, this magical small town in the middle of nowhere, Ontario. I dreamed of moving here for so long. Ever since I was a kid, I'd come to visit Grandma and go to the local camp. It was like a fantastical adventure every summer. Going back home to the lousy city felt like someone shaking me away from an amazing dream. But this time, it was different. This time, Ladle was going to be my home. I wish the reason we moved here wasn't because Grandma had passed on. We used to be so close. But then right before high school, me and Dad stopped coming to Ladle because we moved so far away that coming to Ladle would have been a 2-day trip. And with Dad working all the time, we just never made it up here. We still talk to Grandma on the phone every once in a while, but it wasn't the same. I think Dad felt really bad about not seeing her again. It took a while for it to sink in for me. In movies, when people die, it's always so dramatic and meaningful. But other than the funeral and sadness, a lot of what you have to deal with really is a lot of paperwork. We came up here because despite all that happened, Grandma left Dad everything. That included her house. So, we moved in. I know, talk about bittersweet, right? Back then, when we first moved in, I didn't know how to feel. Dad told me that Grandma would have wanted me to enjoy my senior year, and so that's what I set out to do. I had a lot going for me. Dad let me have Grandma's old truck. I was going to a new school where I could make a good first impression, and I was in Ladle. Now I know that I haven't been great at meeting new people. I usually like to keep to myself. It was totally by choice though. Come on, Doc, don't look at me like that. Ugh, fine. It wasn't my choice. I was a dweeb. A big fat dweebus with an L practically tattooed on my forehead. Is that what you want to hear? You're right. That wasn't fair. It's just, I'm still a bit sore about it. I guess I just had trouble making friends because I was just teased a lot. It's hard to have the confidence to make new friends when you know other people think you're super uncool. Not to mention, it was like other kids were afraid they'd catch the loser disease from me or something. So yeah, Doc, I hadn't really had the best luck before, but on that day, September 15th, 1997, the planets must have aligned in some way that changed everything. Let me tell you about my first day at Ladle High. was on the way to Ladle High, trying desperately not to freak out about the horrifying prospect of starting a new high school during senior year. It's going to be fine. Ladle's different from most places. What's the worst that can happen? I get shamed, kicked out of school, and regret my actions for the rest of my life? My comforting words weren't enough to calm me down, weirdly. I need a game plan. And a goal. Yes, that's it. I knew I was already under a lot of pressure. So I made a goal that felt very reasonable. I'm gonna be the coolest girl in school. On the first day. Everyone will be like, you, Stella Sorosa, are the coolest girl in Ladle High. It seems pretty doable. Game plan time. All I have to do is, here's how I'm gonna do it. I'll make myself into... Alright, we've done rockstar and sex symbol, so I guess this time we're gonna be class clown. I'll make myself into the class clown. I'll be the funniest person in school. Everyone will laugh at my classic bits and come up to me like, how did you get so funny? And I'll tell them it's all about honing your craft. I'll make topical jokes and do great impressions and keep it light and fun. They'll all vote me most likely to be famous, and that'll probably come true. With a solid plan in place, I started getting closer to school. Then it hit me. What if I run into Taylor? I didn't know how to feel about that. Taylor was my camp friend. I hadn't seen him since I was 13. We used to write each other in between summers. I remember being so excited every time I got one of his letters. It was like I was just a little bit closer to being in Ladle. Then, the year I stopped going to camp, I also stopped writing. I don't know why. Maybe it was because I had feelings for him. Maybe it was because I had feelings for him, but didn't know how to deal with them. Like, I don't know. I was 13. I was a naive kid with a crush, and I guess I was scared that if I kept writing, I'd tell him. And then he'd be like freaked out or something. I knew I had to focus though. Whether I ran into Taylor or not, first things first. I needed to become a class clown. Episode 1. Welcome to Ladle. After going to the office to get registered, I went to find my locker. I was supposed to meet a class representative who was going to show me around Ladle High. They said they would meet me by my locker. I guess this is it. It had something leaking out of it. Yep, that's the locker I would get. Well, might as well put my stuff in there. Oh God. This locker smells like death. The smell was so potent that it made my eyes water. Ugh, I can feel it. It's so dense, like a stench blanket. I had to find the source before I fainted. That gym sock. It seems to be the center of the sink zone. Ew. So gross. The smell of the gross gym sock was creeping into the hallway. People were starting to notice. I'm like, gonna throw up. Where is that coming from? This is so embarrassing. I don't want to be known as a smelly girl at school. I had to do something. This was my chance to become the class clown. Ugh, stinks, am I right? Aren't smells the worst? The bad ones, I mean. They're like perfumes, but bad. What's the deal with that? Topical humor. Am I right? I was losing them. Watch out! I couldn't believe my eyes. was a Velociraptor. On a skateboard? Whoa. The dinosaur boy looked so cool. The way his feather crest flowed as he cut through the air. His powerful dinosaur legs and sharp claws. Such balance and grace. But what did he want with me? Alright everyone, this has all been I don't know which ones we've done. Warning. A warning? Sure. This was a warning, a demonstration that we set up to show the dangers of bad hygiene. Yep. And I'd like to thank my non-smelly co-star, the new girl. You're welcome. So, let that be a lesson to you all. Go shower, I guess. The crowd slowly moved on, and then it was just me standing face to face with a raptor. Okay, I think we pulled that off. You're a dinosaur. Yeah. You're a dinosaur. You know it. How's that possible? What can I say? I do the impossible. Look, I know it's a lot to take in. Yes, I am a skateboarding velociraptor. No, I'm not here to eat you. I'm actually pretty partial to pizza, spaghetti, and small amphibians. Not some pretty new girl at school. Oh. Nice cover back there. So, what is that smell anyway? So I know lying doesn't work, but I don't want to call him a jerk. But we're gonna just go with the jerk one this time. Some total jerk left their grody sock in my locker. Total jerk? I don't know if it was someone's idea of a joke or if they were just really gross. Maybe, like, theoretically, the joke is actually pretty funny if you think about it for a little while. What? Okay, look. I put that stinky sock in your locker. I did it as a prank. I thought it would break the ice, make you feel at home here. I worked super hard on it. I'm sorry. What? Why? It feels like it didn't go as you planned. I mean, obviously you worked really hard to make this sock smell really bad and get it in my locker. I should have been more surprised or grossed out or something. No, I'm the one who should be sorry. This is a pretty bad way to start your first day here at Ladle, huh? Yeah, it's not really going how I planned it. You deserve a better prank than this. Anyways, my name is Robert Raptorson. Who are you? I thought this should be easy. Just tell him your name. Be funny. It's New Girl, or at least that's my stage name. That was a joke because you called me New Girl while before when... never mind, I'm Strella. Yep. I mean, it was my first real conversation with a cute boy and I was already messing it up. Hopeless. Strella? Cool. No, sorry, it's, never mind. I'm supposed to meet the class representative to show me around the school. I guess I forgot. Nope, that's me, class representative. Really? Sure, who better to show you around than me? I am very representative of what the school has to offer. Right. And my family has lived in Ladle for generations. You may have heard of us. The Raptorsons. I actually vaguely remembered hearing about the Raptorsons when I came to Ladle. I recognize that name. I just didn't think we were actually raptors. Yeah. I get it. Even with all the bizarre shit in Ladle, we tend to stand out. How many generations has your family been here? We go all the way back. Like, how long? Years? Probably hundreds of them. Wow. Anyways, I'm supposed to show you the gym, the library, and the soccer field. But the gym has a black mold problem. The library is a library. And the soccer field is just a muddy hole since our groundskeeper disappeared. Disappeared? Some people believe he was a victim of the Ladle Ripper. Who? Oh, just a serial murderer that lives in the woods and butchers people with an axe. Most people think he's just a legend made up by the superstitious townfolk. But I think he's real. Let's let that simmer on the back burner for now. Let me show you the true pride and joy of Ladle High. I was ready for a big tour of the school, but Robert just took me down the hall. So, what do you think? It's a nice display case. No, not the display case. What's inside it? These are the greatest achievements of Ladle High. Notice anything about them? I see it. They're all sports related. No? Well, yes, but check out all the snowboarding championships. Notice anything about them? That's right, I won them all. You skateboard and snowboard? I'm a bit of a board savant. Well, I don't really compete anymore. How about you? You ever won any trophies or medals? Nah. I never really competed to begin with. The only thing I ever was any good at was history class. I didn't really hand out trophies for knowing a lot about the inventor of toilets. That sucks. Yeah, it's a bummer. Get it? Never mind. Hey, what are you doing after school? To really complete your tour, I have to show you the lake. The lake? Yeah, you gotta see the lake if you want to know the real Ladle. Okay. The thing is, I'm not actually new to Ladle. Don't accept my invitation so lightly. The lake's a challenge. A test. Of what? Nothing. Just your worthiness. Okay, you look worried. It's actually gonna be pretty chill. Oh, okay. But also be prepared and stuff. Oh, okay. And if you run into anybody cool, bring them along. I'm trying to get as many people to come as I can. Totally. Anyways, here's my number. I hope to see you there because I want to know if you are worthy. See you later, Smella. Sorry, it's Strella, right? Actually, it's Stella. Oh, right. Okay, cool. That was how I met Robert. I was still thrown off by him giving me his number. That never happened before. Then he asked me to hang out after school. I didn't know if it was a date, another prank, or just a friendly invitation. I didn't even know where the lake was. There are lakes all over Ladle. Which lake was at the lake? I thought that after that, the rest of school day would be pretty uneventful. But the weirdness was not even over yet. After a bit of botched improv during a reading of Hamlet in English class, I headed back to my locker. I think I've pretty much contained the stink. I will just have to keep this locker closed. Pretty much for all time. Where were you this morning? Well, I was a little late. And what about last night? I was unpacking? Come on. Okay, that's not true. I said I would unpack, but I ended up walking around behind my grandma's house. We were supposed to hang out. What? This is how it always is, isn't it? You come and go whenever you want. If you want something from me, then you are around. But if I want something from you, you just vanish like you always do. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Sometimes you are right there, being all nice, and it's you and I. We are a real thing. And other times, it's like you don't even exist. Yep, She's gone again. Excuse me? Whoa, sorry. I didn't see you there. Whoa. Who was this girl? She was so cool and absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Were those wings? And antennae? Was she some sort of magic fairy? Are you okay? What? Huh? You said excuse me and then wow? Then you just stood there staring at me for like at least 2 minutes. I was just wondering if you were talking to me. Oh shit. You heard that? Yeah. Sorry. I was flirting with Ingrid. Is Ingrid, like, invisible? Sometimes. Only when it's really convenient. But I don't think she's here right now. Okay. Wait, you must be the new girl. Yeah, kinda. Wow, I'm making a great first impression then. Like, hey, how about I yell in the halls at an invisible person for a while? My name is Day. I guess you probably noticed by now that I'm a fae? Yeah. Wow, you went for the proper pronunciation and everything. I've read things. This must be a lot for you to take in. It has been kind of a intense day. You're actually one of the few people who's like stopped to talk to me. Damn, I never had to change schools before and I'm still a loser. Oh, I didn't mean that you're a loser. I just... Wait, you can't be a loser. You're cool. You're the only one who seems to think so. I guess that's what happens when you spend all your time studying instead of, I don't know, talking to people. And it probably didn't help that my mom was a teacher at my elementary school. Or that I wore superhero cape until I was 8. I mean... I used to say everything I wrote out loud. So like, homework assignments, read The Outsiders. Yeah, I wasn't well liked. Hey, I didn't catch your name. Oh, it's Stella. I nailed it that time. I couldn't believe it either, because at the time I was so distracted by her wings. Okay, Stella, I noticed you're a bit distracted by my wings. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's okay. Look, if it helps, you can ask me some questions. Really? Hold on. Yeah, for sure. We haven't done this one yet, right? I can't remember. This seems insensitive, question mark? Like stereotyping? I mean, they're all stereotyping, but... Why aren't you tiny? But wait, that came out wrong. Why aren't I tiny? I'm sorry. No, it's cool, I get it. Most fairies you see in movies and stuff are small, so yeah. Why aren't I tiny? I honestly don't know how to answer that other than to say the movies are lies. Sorry, all this pretended stuff is just kind of normal to me. I lived here my whole life. I used to go to camp here, but living here is like different. Yeah, you'll probably see some more locals if you know what I mean. Like me and Ingrid. Oh, right. Yeah, I've already met a skateboarding dinosaur. Ah, Robert. Yeah, he actually... I remember Robert telling me to bring any cool people I run into, and... Well, I thought Dave was cool, so that was good enough for me. He asked me to come to the lake. He did. Yeah, and he said I'd bring along anyone cool that I run into, so... Do you want to come with me? Me? Go to the lake? You don't have to if you don't. No, it's just, did he say anything about it? He just said something about worthiness? Something about worthiness or something? That sounds like a lot of pressure. I know, right? I don't know. I've never gone there before. I mean, I've gone there, but I've never hung out there. It's a school night and I've never gone there, and is it going to be like a party? I don't know. It could be like 5 people or it could be a total rager. 5 people is still a party, right? No, that's more like a hey get together or a chill sesh. Chill sesh? We shouldn't go. Maybe. No, actually, we should go. It'll be good for us. Because you're the new girl, and I'm a total brain. Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, maybe. Maybe not, though. What? No, you're right. Let's go. Okay. We just gotta get hyped. Let's do this thing. We're going to the lake. Yeah, we are. The thing is, though, I don't know where it is, really. Oh, right. Could you, tell me? Or, like, draw a map? Hey, why don't I show you? You have a car? Yes. Wait, no. So which is it? It's more like a truck? Great, so you can give me a ride. Totally. Awesome. Okay, here's my number. If you're nervous about the lake, give me a call. Or, you know, if you just want to talk about anything, or whatever. So you just legitimately want to talk to me? Yeah? This was the second person to just give me their number, like it was no big deal or something. Pick me up around 7? Okay. Awesome. 1 sec, though. Hey, guess what? Me and... What's your name again? Stella. Me and Stella are going to the lake together. Did you hear that? I know you're still around here somewhere. I guess she is gone. I had never been invited to anything before in my life. Not only had I had a hot dinosaur invited me to the lake, but I was giving a hot fae a ride there too. I was standing there by my locker, looking at the 2 scraps of phone numbers in disbelief. I didn't know whether to be excited or terrified. Then someone came along to clear that up for me. Wow. Why are you just standing there with that ridiculous grin on your face? Huh? You're a ghost! That's friggin' right I am. I'm a ghost. Does that scare you? Let's be funny this time. I think I have a good one about ghosts and a dog. If you know what's best for you, you better not crack a single ghost joke around me. Okay. I understand if you can't handle it. It's pretty friggin' intense. Trapped between this world and the next. Doomed to wander in everlasting torment and stuff. I'm like a tragic spirit. And sometimes, a vengeful one. It's like way more than some people can handle. Okay? Like, don't even know how I died. Were you murdered by the Little Ripper? Yeah, I mean, maybe. However I died, it was like probably really violent and tragic. Really freaking tragic, okay? Okay. And like, Day is the only one smart enough to figure it out because she's such a freaking like mystery. I'm not like mad that she's going to the lake with you. Because like, when you're a spectral entity trapped in between death and the mortal coil, then like, jealousy and stuff is kind of beneath you. I'm just telling you to watch out, okay? Sure. Just be careful, because like, as a ghost, I can do all sorts of stuff. Like, walk through walls and be invisible. But that's not even half of it. Sometimes I get all poltergeist and stuff, like throwing freaking furniture and smashing mirrors and like knives. Then I'll even set your clocks 5 minutes late or early. I don't even blame you if that happens because, like, I can't even control it. And that's not, like, a threat or anything. It's just, like, if you're gonna be around day, then I might be around. And I just want you to know what you're getting into. So, like, yeah, maybe I'll see you at the lake. It'll be fun. Yeah, fun. I was on my way home, still very confused about everything that just happened. I can't believe how wild that first day was. I mean, people talk to me. Wicked cool people. And the plan. God, this morning when I made that plan, I had no idea that it would work so flawlessly. Okay, so maybe not totally flawless in execution, but I've got time to really perfect my strategy. By the time I get to the lake, I'll have it mastered. That's when it all hit me. I'm going to some kind of party with people that I just met. I might have fooled them into thinking that I'm cool for like 5 minutes, but now, who knows how long we'll be at the lake. But I have to go. They're expecting me. I was so afraid of the idea that I'd get there and blank or embarrass myself somehow. I started having a mini panic attack in the car ride home. Okay, Stella. Gotta think of something else. Gotta calm down. Look in the rearview mirror. That always works. They say you should be checking your rearview mirror every like 30 seconds or something, but for like quick bursts. I'm more into checking every 3 minutes or so, but I give it a good stare. It helps calm me down. I sometimes get lost in it. I like seeing the road being put behind me. It's oddly therapeutic. Goodbye, old road. Sorry for driving on you. Maybe this time I looked for a bit too long. Whoa, holy... Taylor? Stella? I couldn't believe it. I'd hit him. I'd hit my old camp friend, Taylor Talto. I was in shock. I mean, I knew I'd probably see him around at some point, but not like that. There were a million things I probably should have been thinking about, like how to explain why I stopped writing to him. What was he doing out here? Why wasn't he at school? What I could think about was how much he had changed. Hey. He was always tall, but now he has grown. Like, a lot. He wasn't the skinny boy I remembered. He was something else now. I found myself looking deep into his piercing blue eyes. I could feel mysterious sadness in them. Stella? Sorry. Are you sure you don't need to go to the hospital or something? Yeah, no, I'm good. Just a bruised shoulder. I just need to chill for a second. Let's go with guilty. I can't believe I hit you with my truck. Taylor, I'm the worst. I'm so bad at driving. I could have killed you. Well, you didn't. Look, if it makes you feel any better, I get hit by trucks all the time. How's that supposed to make me feel better? Sorry, it just kind of comes with the territory of being a Bigfoot and everything. We're too stealthy for our own good. Taylor always had a pretty good sense of humor when it came to being a Bigfoot. When I first met him and his family at their camp, I was like 5 years old. I was just so excited that magical creatures like him existed. I had to go home and tell everyone about how my best friend at summer camp was a Bigfoot boy my age. Maybe that was the start of people thinking I was bizarre. Okay, you can stop lying now. No, really, I even developed a pretty effective technique. The trick is to hop up at the last second and really put your shoulder into it. It helps to be tall, though. That way you have a high center of gravity and can make it over the front grille. Are you being serious? If anything, you were actually in more danger than I was. The last couple of times someone hit me with a truck, I ended up going right through the glass. What? I made it through like 3 fatal accidents. I turned the driver's bodies into mulch, hides the evidence, and it's good for local ferns. Taylor, you did not. True story. Uh-huh. So I'm standing next to someone who's hidden several bodies. So yeah, you're totally making this up to make me feel better. Maybe I am. Is it working? Yeah, it's good to know you are okay. I would never forgive myself if I killed my only friend. Well, at least I know we are still friends. Taylor, you kind of moved away to the city and I stopped hearing from you, and well, I kind of thought, Taylor, I'm sorry, it's just, it's just that the words just weren't coming. Stella, it's okay. It's just, well, it's good to see you again. Yeah, it's good to see you again, too. So, well, I gotta go. What, so soon? Hey, now that you're back in town, we'll probably see each other around. If not, maybe you'll run into me in another 4 years. Wait, Taylor. I couldn't let him leave so soon. Not like that. Will you come to the lake with me? Stella, wait, did you say the lake? Yeah. Are you sure you meant the lake and not like a lake? The lake, I think. A raptor named Robert asked me if I wanted to go. Robert Raptorson? Yeah. Weird. And I'm supposed to pick up a fangirl named Day on the way there. Huh. What? Stella, what do you think happens at the lake? Can I be totally honest with you? Please. I have no idea. I've never been invited to anything and I have so many questions. Do I need to RSVP? Should I dress casual, semi-formal, or formal? Should I bring a present? Maybe some kind of cheese? Is there a secret handshake? Help me, Taylor. I don't know anything. Look, the lake is just a place where burnouts and losers hang out, drink, and smoke weed. Like a wild 24/7 party? No, more like 5 or 6 people sitting around talking about bullshit. Oh. Yeah, it's not really Robert or Day's scene. It's kind of throwing me off. What do you mean? Well, Robert usually hangs out with his jock friends in the parking lot of the Loveland Frogsteiner. And Day's just, well, she doesn't really hang out. I always figured she was too busy studying and doing shit for extra credit. That's if Ingrid isn't hovering around her. Oh. And speaking of people who've seen this, is most definitely not. Are you sure you're ready for this, Stella? Let's go with less confident. This is bad. I can't go through with this. Who am I kidding? I got a toy horse on my dashboard, for God's sakes. I'm not ready for this. They're gonna take one look at me and be like, this girl has a nightlight in her room. We can't be friends with her. Stella, relax. I've been to these things before. You will be fine. You've been to the lake before? Yes. What? Nothing? Oh no. Taylor? Yes. Taylor, old buddy. Yes. Taylor, dearest friend. Can I ask you, like, a little favor? Like, just a teensy-weensy baby favor? Do you have a microscope? Because you're gonna need it to see this teeny little speck of a favor. What, as if I don't know already, is this nanomolecular flavor you speak of? Taylor, yes. Will you please come to the lake with me? The thing is, right? I don't really want to. Please? Oof. Pretty please? Nope. Pretty please with a cherry on top? Absolutely not. Pretty please with a banana sundae and a cherry on top? This is the worst. Pretty please with, fine, I'll go. Just please stop that. Now. Thanks, Taylor. I promise we won't stay too long. It really means a lot having you there. Will you need a ride? No, it's okay. I know where it is. Here, you can reach me here. If you need to. That was 3 numbers at that point. I remember thinking, does everyone in Ladle just hand their numbers out like this? Oh, thanks. After school was finally over, I was sitting watching TV. But really, out of the corner of my eye, I was watching the flashing light of the answering machine. I was nervous to find out if there were any messages for me on there. Hope you have a good day at school. I'll be late as usual. Maybe we can pack out Grandma's stuff when I get home. Message 1. Hello, Mrs. Rosa. This is Ian. We're looking for someone to pull a late shift at the observatory tonight. Click. Message 2. Hey. It's Taylor. I'll see you later. So I guess this call is kind of pointless. I'm gonna go now. Click. Message 3. Hey Stella, it's me, Day. I know we were kind of nervous about going to the lake. If you want to talk or something before we go, you can call me. If not, I'll see you when you pick me up, okay? Bye. Click. Message 4. Stella, it's Robert. I'm holed up in my house. The Dino Secret Service are here, and I think they're going to kick in my door. Oh no, Stella, I need your help. Please call me. Alright, sweet. So like, call me or I'll see you at the lake later. Oh no, here they come. I'm gonna go out in a blaze of glory. You'll never take me alive. Click. I couldn't believe it. Taylor, Day, and Robert all called me. I knew this call would be too important to risk my dad walking in on it. So I had to take the call on my own private line upstairs in my room. That day, in my window, I thought about... I never expected to see Taylor again this soon. To be honest, I'm surprised he even gave me his number. After everything that happened between us, he seems so... different. But the same, somehow. I wonder if he thinks I've changed too. My desk was covered with things from when I first moved in. It took me a week or so to organize it with my important documents. Doing homework, dinner, and getting ready for the lake, I knew I only had a few precious minutes to make that call. So that meant I could only call one person. Also, I knew that after this phone call, I'd be flying so high from the majorness of it, I'd need a full hour to come back down to Earth and I wouldn't be able to do anything else. Was I really ready to make the call? Gonna call Taylor! Hello? Taylor? Stella, I didn't mean to come off so standoffish. Seeing you after 4 years, it was a lot to take in. Taylor, Look, I don't want to be a total downer. Maybe we can try and talk about something else. Okay. What have you been doing? A lot of stuff. Like what? Well, collecting cassette tapes, I guess. Tapes? Yeah, I know everyone is really into CDs now. Everyone is buying their music over again and throwing out all their tapes. So I've been collecting them. Really? Yeah, seems like a big waste to me. Guess the same thing happened to vinyl. I like tapes because it's easy to record on them. What kind of stuff do you record? Huh? I mean, like, I make mixtapes. Oh, okay. What kind of music do you listen to? I'm into smaller rock bands, really intimate soundscapes. Oh, I don't know anything like that. Ever heard of the Screaming Badgers? Oh, let's remember that, it's in bold. Ow! Just smacked my hand. Nope. They're pretty cool. Are the Screaming Badgers your favorite band? I don't know. I don't like words like favorite to describe music. You listen to them more than any other band? Yes. Do you know all their songs? Yes. Do you get their songs stuck in your head and think about them all the time? Yes. Kinda sounds like they're your favorite band, Taylor. I should go. See you at the lake? Yeah. Okay, bye. Bye. After the phone call, I went to pick up Day and we headed to the lake together. I was feeling okay on the car ride over, but then as soon as we got there, I was so nervous. I had to pull Day aside. There's so many people here. There's like 5 people here. I know, right? So many. I've never been to a party before. If this is a party, it's the saddest little party in history. But they're drinking. Underage. We can get arrested. There's like only one cop in town, and he used to hang out here after work to get drunk right until he got his girlfriend pregnant. So yeah, you're not gonna get busted. But I'm pretty sure that one guy's definitely smoking pot. Pot? Cool, yeah, I've totally done that. Really? For sure. Cool, me too. Really? Totally. I love to smoke all the weed. Yeah, it's so fun when you breathe it in through the doobie and you're just like, high? So high. Right? And then you get all weird and, trippy? Because you can't see because of all the smoke. Sure. That's how you fall over and stuff. Yeah. You haven't done it. Not even a little. Okay, thank God. Me neither. I don't really feel like trying it here. Me neither. Okay, cool. Then we'll be the only dweeb not getting high. I said don't buy it that you're a dweeb, even if you haven't smoked pot. Well, it's true. I just feel like I spent the first 3 years of high school watching everyone else have fun. When everyone else was out partying and skipping class, I was just doing my own thing, I guess. What is your thing? Honestly, all I really do is study and occasionally draw nothing comics and stuff. Wow, you know how to draw? That's pretty cool. Nah. Can I see it sometime? Yeah, maybe. Anyways. Why don't we go say hi to everyone? Hey everyone! And she has arrived. We've got the new girl Stella here with... Whoa, is that Day or do my Raptor eyes deceive me? Yeah, it's me. Rad! Hi everybody. I felt like everyone was expecting me to say something. So I tried to introduce myself. I'm Stella. Something funny. I was freezing up badly. It was like my worst nightmare, but it was real. I felt like everyone's eyes were burning through me, seeing me for what I really was. A loser. I had to try again though. I still had a chance. Yes? Uh-oh. Choke. He was right. I was totally choking. It was just like every time I had to meet new people. I'd get so worried that I was going to say something uncool that when I'd actually try to say something, I'd have nothing to say because I was too busy thinking about how I'd sound super uncool. All I could think was, no, 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 not again. Not in front of the coolest people in Ladle. Hey, remember that one time we brought the bong and I choked super bad? Haha, dude, like which time? What? Do you choke a lot or something? He totally does. But not anymore. Wow, you've done bong hits? Occasionally. Not lately, though. Yeah, not since he can't hold his smoke. Whatever, man. I don't know what I would have done without Taylor then. Probably run into the woods in embarrassment. So, Stella, consider your tour officially over. I hope you've enjoyed it. What? On behalf of the student body of Ladle High, I would like to say, welcome to Ladle. Thanks. Does every tour of the school end in a party like this? Stella, remember, we talked about this. You need at least 10 people for it to qualify as a party. I don't know. This feels pretty party-like to me. That's because you've never been to. Time froze for a second. I had to stop Taylor from telling everyone that I've never been to a real party. Too high to tell the difference before. Like I am now. I'm totally ripped up. Nice. Listen, sorry everybody, I tried to get as many people here as I could, but... well, they flaked or something. They bailed on you. Ouch, it hurts, but I respect your honesty, dude. You asked them to come to the lake. Did you really expect them to come here when you know it's not their spot? I thought I still had some sway over the team, but... I still don't understand why you wanted to come here. I just wanted to change it up, I guess. Well, it looks like your friends didn't. Okay, this has all been a fairly painful conversation, but... where are my manners? Stella, this is Jessica, my partner in crime. Partner in crime? Really, Robert? And my good friend, your dealer. My buddy, Brandon. He's Ladle's the best purveyor of illicit substances. It wouldn't be a knot party without him giving us his ganja and his mom's homemade beer. Selling my ganja. You still owe me money, by the way. You need anything, let him know. For money. Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, though. And it seems like you already know Taylor. Did you know that Brandon and Taylor are in a band together? What? Really? That's so cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I play drums and Taylor plays guitar and gets beast mode on the vocals. You sing, Taylor? Why didn't you tell me you were in a band? Taylor? I'm out. What? Yeah, I'm gonna take off. Taylor, wait! Wait, where are you going? I'm just gonna take off. But why? Look, you don't need me here. Yes, I do. Taylor, what's really going on? I'm not good at being the center of attention. What do you mean? You're in a band. You must have been on stage before. We've never played live. Oh. Well, if you ever want an audience of one, I'd love to hear you play. I promise I won't boo. You wouldn't like it. It's really grungy. Oh, like your favorite band. The Screaming Badgers. Like the Screaming Badgers? No, I wish I could sound like them. But Brandon isn't really into that kind of sound. So lately I've been working on something, solo stuff. Just trying to... I try to get something a bit more, I don't know, real. That sounds really cool. I'd love to hear that. Well, I guess I have a tape. Just like, don't tell anyone. It's embarrassing. Your secret's safe with me. Remember, it's a work in progress, so... And I'm like, not even sure about the sound. I mean, it's different, so... Taylor. Yeah? Relax. I'll be nice. Okay. Cool. Taylor, I need you here. Okay. I guess I'll stick around a little longer. Hey, there you guys are. Everything okay? Yeah. Good. Come on, Stella. Beer time. What? Let's get you a beer. Taylor, don't leave without me, okay? No promises. Taylor. Man, last time I had this homebrew, I was annihilated. Annihilated? I was so hungover, I barely made it into practice the next day. Coach was pissed. He was Robert, if I hear you getting drunk while you're on my team, blah blah blah, you off the team, so blah blah blah. Wow, sounds pretty serious. Yeah, that's not a problem anymore though. Why? What happened? I've just moved on to other things. You know, pranks, poetry, skateboarding. Cool shit like that. Did you say poetry? Oh, did I? I mean, it's just a hobby. I don't take it as seriously as skateboarding. That's where I'll get really expressive some sick stunts. Well, let's get you that beer now. Here you go. Actually, psych. What, did you forget? You either proved you're worthy to drink this homemade brew. This will be fun, don't worry. Here at the lake, there's a rule, and only one rule. Everyone who wishes to drink the ale of Brandon's mom must prove their worthiness. I'm throwing out the gauntlet. My challenge to you, Stella, and to you too, Taylor and Day. You all have to prove you are worthy. Really, Robert? This again? Come on, Jess, this will be fun. It's a nice way for everyone to get to know each other. What exactly is this challenge? I want to know. What is the worst thing you have ever done? Your story shall be judged by me, Sir Robert of the Rail, and my fellow knight, Sir Brandon of the Greenleaf. What's going on, man? Who's doing what now? Okay, just me then. Your prize, if I deem your story worthy, is that you will be welcomed into the Order of the Knights of the Lake, and that your cuppeth will overfloweth with the sweet nectar of Brandon's mom's home-brewed beer. And by cuppeth, I mean you gotta drink from a bottle. Regrettably, we have no cuppeths. The worst thing we've ever done? It's probably pretty obvious, but in case you didn't already guess. I hadn't done anything bad or wrong since I flushed my dad's wallet down the toilet when I was 3. Let's play it cool. There's no reason to freak out. Freaking out will give us away. Prepare to believe the unbelievable. Yeah, I think I'm good. I mean, beer is tempting, but... Taylor, my man, I know the beer is cheating. I'm working on it. But I think more important than the beer, the physical beer is what I'm offering to you. On a metaphysical plane, dude. Here in the sacred meeting grounds of the lake, as the great breakneck forge bears witness to this meeting of the minds, I want to extend a claw of friendship to you. But I need you to meet me halfway. Share your darkest secret with this humble Raptorness. So, I'll sweeten the pot. I'll tell you something I've never told a soul. Taylor, no matter what you did, I promise I won't think differently of you. No judgment here. He who is without sin be the first one stoned, or whatever. Okay, I'll tell you. But I was pretty pissed off when I did this, so keep that in mind, I guess. Sometime last year, there was this construction company that came into Ladle, and they just had no business doing what they were doing. So I snuck into the job site, and I drove a bulldozer through the foreman's office. Dude. It was at night, and I knew nobody was in there. Nobody was hurt, but I get it. Seems kind of wild now. But at the time, I was just so angry. I don't even remember making the decision to do it. I just remember the feeling of righteousness when the portable office collapsed. Then, when it was over, I couldn't believe what I'd done. I just bolted. I don't think I've ever run that fast in my life. Somehow I got away with it. They must have chalked it up to malfunctioning gear or something. And that's the worst thing I ever did. The end. Taylor, what made you so angry? I don't want to talk about it here. Oh, okay. Taylor, I don't think there's anybody, human, cryptid, dino, or power on this earth. No god up in the sky or fucking scientist in a lab doing laser math equations that can deny you your worthiness. Taylor, thou art worthy. Thanks, I guess. Day? What about you? I'm not sure I really want to do this. Wait, so you've done bad things? Well, yeah, of course. Everyone has, right? Well, okay. You guys remember that I used to do the morning announcements? Huh, yeah. No offense, but they were kind of dorky. The Ladle High Good Morning Gab. Shut up, you guys. One day, well, okay, I was having a pretty shitty day, and I kind of let loose over the PA system. I remember he started the whole thing with, "Welcome to another mediocre day at our dead-end school." Oh yeah, you said something like, "We're all doomed to haunt the halls of this crusty school until we die." Yeah, well, like I said, I was having a shitty day, week, year, life. I still remember Vice Principal Jacobs banging on the door and trying to force it open. Wait, aren't the announcements done in his office? Yeah, I locked him out of his own office. Impressive. He didn't seem to think so. I ended up getting detention for like 3 months. Honestly, I'm surprised you weren't suspended. Or expelled. Me too, actually. They said something about it being my first offense or whatever. I'm pretty sure they didn't want to expel one of their school's like 3 honor students. I guess. But that's it. That's the worst I've done. I think I remember that day. Wasn't that the day that... Let's not go into that. Boo! Hey everybody. I'm pretty sure that right after school... What are you guys talking about? I think we were talking about... Then I got detention. Yeah. That's what we were talking about. Yep. Day. That announcement was legendary. There's no question. Thou art definitely worthy. Announcement? Hey, let's move on to you, Stella. How do we forget about Stella? You live in the city, right? But you have some hella wicked stories to tell. The truth is, I had never done anything bad in my entire life. But I didn't tell the truth that day. I wanted to fit in so bad that I made up a lie on the spot. I tried my hardest to come up with something really wild, but also cool and believable. One time I got in big trouble for doing something and I got detention. What happened? Returning a late book, I think, is the only one we haven't done. I got in trouble for returning a late library book. Why would you get detention for that? Raise the stakes. I actually hollowed out the book to hide something bad. What was it? A knife! I needed to stash my knife. You put a knife in the book? Well, it was a really nice knife. And I knew the librarian collected knives. So I thought it would be a nice surprise. So let me get this straight. You got into trouble for returning a late library book that you hollowed out to surprise the librarian with a really nice knife? Because they collected knives? Yes? I don't believe it. Yeah, neither do I. Oh boy. Stella. I cannot believe that this girl did that. That is absolutely gloves off punch to the face. You're freaking kidding, right? Kidding, do you think this is a joke? To be worthy? I can't believe you're doing this. Unworthy? Oh, you are worthy, alright. Unworthy. And as such, I dubbed thee Mrs. Goodknife. Oh, I like vigilante better. You're pretty goddamn worthy. How does it feel? I'm actually a little surprised. We all are. Surprise, you were worthy. But now I want to tell all of you, the legend of the 20 gym socks. I have a confession. Last year, I didn't wash a single pair of gym socks. Not once. Ugh. What? I know. Gross, right? 10 pairs of socks. 20 single socks. Worn till they were so disgusting they could bring tears to your eyes. But I went further. I took those disgusting socks and I packed them all into a Ziploc bag so they could stew in their own juices. But that wasn't enough. Not for this Raptor. I added an onion, a sardine, and a sprinkle of coriander to the bag. Why coriander? And then I left it in the sun for 10 days. This bag is inflated from the stink that was fighting to get out. Oh God. Why, you ask? What possible purpose could a dinosaur have for this bag of putrid stench? I'll tell you. The most worthy of all pursuits, of course. A prank. I hid all 20 socks in different locations in the school to further stew throughout the summer. You are sick. Sick like a fox. Whenever any of you walk through the halls this year and catch a whiff of something so foul, you want to barf. You know who to blame. You have been pranked. The prank tour strikes again. You're welcome. That's really something. Robert, thank you. I put one in the principal's mailbox. I put one in the boiler room. But the wildest hiding place was when I climbed at the flagpole and switched one for the school flag. You climbed 10-foot pole on the roof for a prank? Guilty as charged. Wow. Wild. Are you kidding? That is wild. And you also think it's wild. I can't believe you did that. I know, think of the principal's face when he... That's not what I meant and you know it. Come on, Jess, lighten up. How am I supposed to do that when you are doing something that thoughtless? It's like nothing I ever say gets through to you. Let's not do this right now. Yeah, I get it. Look, I'm going home now. Have fun with your new friends. I'm really glad they all passed their test. Wow, talk about a buzzkill. It's all good, man. She's just messing around. Whatever, man. I'm gonna take my leave, too. I guess I'll see you guys around. Are we still on for practice tomorrow? Yeah. I mean, should be. What time? I don't know, man. Afternoon? Evening? Just run through our set without me. I'll probably drop in sometime. You know how it is. I guess. Alright, well, Ingrid and I are probably gonna head out too. Ingrid? She disappeared again, didn't she? Does anyone need a ride home? Hanging out at the lake had really gone the way I thought it would. I didn't get to follow through on my plans at all. Everything happened so fast, and before I knew it, it was over, and we were driving home. I remember wondering, had I made a good impression? Was that what it was like to hang out? It seemed like everyone in the car was feeling pretty down. I wanted to break the silence and brighten the mood. So I thought maybe I could finally pull off some classic clown comedy by... let's go being naturally funny. How about them cars? So fast. Am I right? Then I realized I had no idea how to be a comedian. I can be funny, but being funny on cue, that I had no idea how to do. I knew then that I'd never be the class clown. I was starting to panic as I realized just how badly I failed at achieving my goal. Are you okay, Stella? The truck started to feel tiny. Stella? My breathing became heavy. Mrs. Goodknife? I could only vaguely hear muffled voices calling my name. Just give her a minute. The car got quiet, and my breathing calmed down slowly. Eventually, I felt like I could say something. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. Yeah, it's all good. You okay? Yeah, I'm okay now. What a day, huh? Yeah, I never imagined that I'd be riding in a truck with Day Lily, Star Sarosa, and Robert Raptorson. You're definitely not the most social guy at school. What do you mean? What do you mean, what do you mean? You're always just hanging out in the halls alone with your guitar. And that's if you're even at school at all. Okay, what about you? What about me? It's just not like you to go to the lake on a school night, that's all. I'm not a total goody two-shoes, you know. I'm sorry, Day, but Taylor's got a point. You're like the last person I expected to see tonight. Okay, but it's not exactly like you're a frequenter of the lake either. True, I can't deny that. What made tonight different, then? What do you mean, Stella? I mean, it sounds like all three of you did something you wouldn't normally do tonight. So what changed? I don't know, lots of stuff. Nothing. Yeah. Well, I've got a pretty easy answer. You, Stella. What? You invited me to the lake. That's right. You invited me too. Nice one, Mrs. Goodknife. I knew when I saw you that you'd come through. Look, honestly, we all got a bit carried away. Let's start over. I'll go first. I'm Robert Raptorson. I'm class representative. I ran unopposed, but damn it if that wasn't the best unopposed campaign ever run. I remember that. You were relentless. I thought for sure you had an opponent. Nope. The why campaign? Taylor, that's like asking why breathe when you can die. Or like why eat or sleep. Or why snowboard. Okay, I get it. Good, because you're next. What? I'm Taylor Talto and you fill in the rest. I'm Taylor Talto and I'm good. Thanks. Boo. Yeah, come on, play along, man. What, you all know everything there is to know. I'm in a band, I keep to myself mostly. The end. Okay, I'll go. I'm Day Lily, and I can't wait to get the hell out of Ladle. What? Really? Yeah, as soon as we graduate, I'm so out of here. Where would you go? I don't know. Anywhere that will have me, I guess. But I really want to go to college. I guess I never thought about leaving because, you know, me, Bigfoot. Yeah, I've got a similar problem. Well, that highway expansion they're building might just... I don't know. It's just, maybe Ladle won't be the perfect hiding spot anymore anyways. Maybe. Okay, Stella's turn. I took a deep breath and went for it. I'm Stella Sarosa, and I'm so happy to be in Ladle. Really? Yeah. You three have lived here your whole lives, so you can't see how amazing it is here. The city is so boring compared to Ladle. I'm with Mrs. Goodknife. I love it here. It's okay, I guess. Well, I'm pretty sure Ladle's happy you're here too. Oh, if you say so. The rest of the car ride was a blast. All the tension just faded away. You probably would think this is the boring part. All I did was drive them home one by one, right? But something amazing happened. It It might seem like hardly anything to you, Doctor, but at the time it was a very big deal for me. It happened when I dropped the last person off. Who was? Taylor. Thanks for coming. Yeah, no worries. I had fun. Liar. Okay, fine. You got me. I know it's been kind of strange, us not seeing each other for so long, but I'm just happy you're back. Me too. What is it? It's good to see you smile. I mean, you have a really nice smile. I should take off. Wait. We hugged him! I grabbed Taylor. I went right in for the hug. I just couldn't let him walk away again. I'm so short. He's so tall. So I kind of just awkwardly wrapped my hands around his waist and held on for dear life. I could feel him tense up, and I was so scared I did something wrong. But then I felt him hugging me back. I was buried in his shirt, and his arms wrapped me up like a winter blanket. He was warm, and his fur tickled my nose. We both let out a deep breath at the same time, like we were holding something in that the hug pushed out of us. He smelled like an earthy smell that reminded me of camping, like pine. I don't know how long we stayed like that. It felt like an eternity, but at the same time, way too short. When we finally let go, there were tears in my eyes, and we both moved away, embarrassed. Stella. Taylor. I should go. So, I'll see you at school tomorrow? Yeah. Good night, Taylor. Good night, Stella. As I drove home, unloaded my car, I felt like I was worthy? Worthy to be loved? Find love? Be a part of something? I don't know. All I know is that at that moment, I could tell that it's gonna be a good year. Alright, that's it for episode 1. Let's save it. Alright, that's it. We got to hug Taylor. Did we hug everyone at the end of episode 1? I don't remember if we hugged Robert. I remember being surprised that we hugged Day. Maybe we did hug everyone at the end of episode 1. I don't remember. But, yeah, not bad, not bad. First episode's kind of basic. Not a lot of deviation. Mrs. Goodknife is an interesting nickname. I like Vigilante better. I like the Firestarter one also. I don't remember what the Firestarter one was in its entirety, but I think it's cooler than Mrs. Goodknife. Not bad though. We could have, I'm sure there's probably worse nicknames out there we could have gotten. What's a wild story we came up with. We hid a knife in a book? Okay. No wonder everyone knows that we lied. It's a very unbelievable story. But yeah, I'll catch y'all next time in episode 2. Please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps the channel grow. And I will catch you next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye!